Okay.
Hey kids, you heard Arti before you heard me. Anyway, there's a reason that I'm just playing the music for Route 1 over and over again. Check my daily art. I don't need to cry any more than I already have. Anyway, let's go back to the normal soundtrack. Ugh. Anyway. Oh yeah, Arti, we never set up your Balatro. Should probably do that.
Oh, yeah, shit, sorry. I totally spaced out about that.
Yeah.
You want to share your screen too?
Aha!
Oh, you were already on it.
I'm almost like I'm psychic or something, darling. Alright. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is totally fine. I'm not upset. I'm perfectly stable. Grand. Okay, well, I mean, like, it works. I guess. Also, it screwed up a bunch of other stuff, too. Isn't that fun? Yeah, it's crazy. Out of all of the things, like, that was properly captured, or the things that didn't break, the one thing that kind of amazes me that actually didn't break out of all of this, the capture for, whatchamahoosit? The, I can't speak. English is difficult. Also, I don't hear the Abby noises, so that's not playing properly. What? Oh, what?
We get back and shit's breaking.
I hate this. What happened? What do you mean settings have been saved? Why aren't you playing noise? Samuel, are you okay? Hi, Night Hack. I think Sammy screwed up its audio outputs too. Hold up, 1 second. Hello, Samuel. Are you okay? We're gonna do Abra noise. Okay, I hear it. It's just quiet now, so let's jack it up a bit. Okay, I hear it again. It's properly playing. I swear to God, I'm gonna go nuts, and not good nuts. I said I only needed 1 Oreo to start the stream. Man, I'm already on 2 Oreos.
The fuck?
What?
The fuck?
I know, right? This is a 2 Oreo stream. We're already screwed, buddy.
How dare?
I know. Anyway, car. Ah. Oh my God. There's such a cute Lucario right there.
Yeah.
Guys. He's playing a stinky card game.
Stinky?
Yeah, it's great. Okay. So how was MFF? Let's grab the tablet, put it on my lap. Scream, shall we? Yeah. MFF was certainly a ride.
It was a time.
A little bit. A little bit. Yeah, so, day 1, or, well, the transit day, Thursday, was certainly a time. We were white-knuckle driving for quite a bit of that journey. Was, certainly moments to be feared. Certainly, moments that put hair on chest, as they say, I guess. But we made it. It was certainly a ride though. Like, so okay, Artie's new car. So with electric vehicles, when it gets really cold, the range goes down. And Artie, today was an adequately warm day. It was like 26. It was like 50, 60. What was the range on your car today?
250.
And, it was about 17 degrees when we left for Chicago. And what was our range on that car?
Like 160 at best.
It was a little scary because we had to, like, be very careful with our route and our stops. So, the first stop was, I would say it was a fantastic little diner in Ohio, what we went to. Like, we went around and we pulled up to the stop because it was the one that, like, it was auto-suggested for us. But in all honesty, it was not that bad of a stop. It was, like, basically a motel had created a bunch of, EV charging spots for itself. And basically, it was free to bogart to the public because, there's just public charging and that's how it worked. So we started charging up there. I know, Ohio. Don't worry. We're gonna get past the Ohio, but it's gonna be a little bit, unfortunately. We get there and we go in, and it's you and I and Lily. We go in to this diner that's like right next to everything. And all things considered, it was a wonderful little diner, but god damn, it was awful outside. It was like 17...
It was cold, it was windy, I hated it.
It was like 17 degrees just stepping out of the car with a heavy wind. Like one of those sucks the warm right out of you winds, right? You know what I'm talking about. Those of you who've ever lived in a really cold ass place, when that wind hits on a extraordinarily cold day, and you just feel your life get sucked out of you. Welcome to Canada. Yeah.
Yeah, Michigan was that way too, and I hated it.
This sucked. It was like, oh, maybe I could just run out in my hoodie. The diner is like, what, like 5 foot away? No. 17 degrees is not hoodie weather for any amount of seconds. I like, my foot hit the ground and immediately my body temperature sunk 10 degrees. It's like, oh, this would be what it would be like if I was dating a freaking Glaceon. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Woohoo!
And funny enough, we said it one time while we were at MFF, and we happened to walk by a Glaceon who was in t-shirt and shorts, mind you, going, woo! It was actually hilarious.
That was day one, I think, because we were taking the outside route to the hotel, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
Yeah, just wanted to bring that little bit up.
But we were legitimately like, this absolutely sucks. But we were vibing. But yeah, no, the little diner was a fantastic little spot. It was, the charger there was kind of ass. It was very slow. We kind of had to wait a couple hours for us to get enough charge to even get to the other side of Ohio, but the diner that was there, lovely little place. It was one of those places where you walk in, you're immediately home, and like, the lady who walks up calls you hun. It was peak diner aesthetic. It was in a building that's smaller than my bedroom, Like, legitimately, if you combined Artie's space and my bedroom together, it would probably be more square footage than that diner. But it was still just a wonderful little time. We sat down, we looked over the menu. It was a pretty simple diner menu, you know how it is. We all order our stuff. She walks away. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You know, it's diner. They're relatively packed. Like there's somebody in every seat. By the time I get back to the table, she's planting our food down. She was already like their kitchen was on point. Like mad on point. And it was honestly just like blowing our minds like, this is our food, right? And they're like, yeah, no, you ordered it. This is what you ordered, right? It just was good. Just kicked butt. It was a wonderful little diner. What did you get, Artie?
From there, I got the ham and cheese omelet. Which is pretty simple, but like I ate it all real quick, so.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, you had the ham and cheese omelet, and I went for the sausage and biscuit. I actually got a deal out of that because I bought the singular biscuit and sausage gravy, and they gave me 2 biscuits, filleted open, so it was 4 pieces, and I'm just like, oh, this is great. Are they gonna charge me for it? Nope, they charged me as if it was single biscuit. Oh. Absolutely peak. Absolutely peem. Oh
well,
no.
Well. If it isn't the stinky cat and the funny dog.
Yeah?
Look at those fluffy blue ears and the stink lines coming off the big yellow tail.
Oh,
It's
I can't
lovely
hear
to see
TTS,
them
I was
both.
wondering.
Okay, hold up. Let me change the share, then you should be able to see TTS. I have to share my whole monitor, but that should fix it.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm one of the few people you're okay with, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. I want biscuits and gravy. Biscuits and gravy. Fucking rock, girl, man. From a place that knows what they're doing. Like, biscuits and gravy hit hard. I have not learned to value biscuits and gravy until recent years, but goddamn. It was, you know. It for those of you who aren't American and have not been graced with biscuits and gravy audio, is something wrong? Can you not hear us?
Hello?
Hello? You got a date on Friday? Yo, that's wonderful. Audio is fine. Okay. But for those of you who aren't Americans and haven't been blessed with biscuits and gravy, music might be a little loud. I can knock it down a couple hairs. Let me make sure, okay, because audio was screwed up. Let me make sure the Abra noises still sound good, or if they're not too loud. I can turn that down a little bit. Okay. Cool. That should be better. Ow.
Good hour.
Ow. How dare you?
I dare all the time.
You dare to give me affection.
It's pretty easy, actually.
How dare you call me pretty easy, actually. I am, but dare.
Go on.
Yeah, so that was the first stop. First stop was honestly like a nice little cozy place, though. Like the cost as well for the diner food. Mwah! Oh my god, I got a full meal, $5.50. I'm like, damn, Denny's be sweating over here. Americana be on point. Ugh. It was absolutely wonderful. But yeah, we basically had to go back to the car, and because the food service was so fast, we didn't have any time for the car to charge. So we get back to the car, and it's only at like 40%. And we're like, that is nowhere near enough to get us to the next stop. So we're sitting there, and we're like, boy, this is taking a lot longer than the estimates. It turns out that I think the app was like your car called this charger a fast charger. It was not a fast charger. It was a very basic, like, I think like 100 watt or like something around there. It was...
Yeah, it was definitely a lot lower than what the app had said.
The app called it a fast charger, and it was certainly not a fast charger. So we had to go and like look on PlugShare to see if we could find something close. That was 350 watt. We found something, but it was at the other end of Ohio. So we're just like, all right, we're gonna give this enough charge that we can get there plus a little extra, and we're gonna go for the sprint across the state, get to that better charging spot, and we should have enough to get there. Should be fine. No biggie. So we go, and we pull out of there, and of course that's when the snow starts to kick on, because it had been like a little snowy the night before. There was a little bit on the ground, but it wasn't like anything too crazy. That's when the first storm had hit us and had begun pounding the car, which was great, which was lovely, just fantastic time had by all. And yeah, this was your car's, like, literally her maiden voyage, wasn't it?
Yep.
And honestly, she took it like a champ. Like, I know you've driven some bigger vehicles. Your old vehicle was an Escape. But this, honestly, I don't feel like there was any ever loss of traction or anything with the vehicle. It felt like it was stuck to the road even through some of the worst of it. Now, mind you, like, we were on, like, properly salted and paved roads on the main interstate, but there were some times during the trip that we did go through snowier roads, and we still hugged the earth pretty well, which is honestly really nice, because EVs intentionally get, like, tires that are a bit less grippy, so that way it doesn't, like, lose efficiency on its grippiness. But it turns out, like, the car was built well, and it wasn't that big of a deal because the aerodynamics of the car helped accommodate for that grip. It's almost like when you have smart engineers doing smart things, it was, it works out pretty well for you. But we get onto the first leg of the journey, or we get finished with the first leg of the journey, and we start going towards Ohio proper. Because we're at the outskirts of Ohio where we were at, like, I forget where it was close to. It was by the exits you would get off if you wanted to go to Cleveland from 80 and 90. So that's where we kind of did our first jump out. And Cleveland's like from us, like a 3-hour drive. It's not a minuscule drive, but it's also like, I don't know. It's not the end of the world when it comes to distance.
There's worse.
Yeah. I mean, we went to worse. We went to Chicago. That was a significantly further drive. A significantly busier city.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was the first leg of the journey. So the thing about driving between Pittsburgh and Illinois, it's a very exciting and fun drive for about the first hour, 2 hours, and then it gets boring as hell. Specifically because you're driving through Ohio, which is unfortunate. And Ohio being nothing but flatlands and corn sucks. Because it's literally just flatlands. There's nothing interesting to even keep your attention while you're driving. Like, there's something said about, like, if you ever drive in the in the Midwest or in any long desert straights, they intentionally put curves in the road to make it so the drivers don't, like, lose focus. Ohio was not built with the highway hypnosis in mind. Yeah. And that certainly kind of sucked. So we're basically driving through. I had taken this leg of the journey because you had taken the first one. And I was going to take the middle two sections of the journey. So this was the first stop. We had started to head towards the second exit in Ohio, which was going to be a fast charging station at a Flying J. For those of you who don't know what a Flying J is, it's a truck stop. Like how even driving through Ohio makes Abby yawn. It's Ohio, man! Hi Gamma, how are you?
Oh, hi.
I met Gamma at the event, it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were a wonderful bean.
Bless you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm adding you to the car, constantly in a state of panic because your new car is going through a blizzard.
Uh-huh. That's pretty much how it was.
Yeah.
Accurate.
But, you know, we're driving through the blizzard, and, the snow starts to pick up. And obviously, it's not just a little bit of a flurry. It's enough that it does, like, full, proper, occasional whiteouts. Where, like, we go from, like, oh, you can see about a mile up the road, to I can see maybe 5 car lengths in front of me. And it's all really light stuff, so it's not sticking, which is nice. But it's also, like, the visibility. The visibility. We keep getting stopped because we keep seeing accidents, and people stopping to accommodate for the accidents and obviously slow down for the squalls. Oh yeah, since then, yeah. Oh no, there was someone else who was there who also said hi as well on Telegram. Also, like, all of my friends are on Telegram. I barely use it, but I should. Hi.
I said bye.
Why?
ENVTuber studio went down because Steam maintenance.
Damn. Don't worry, I've got the Lucaria. I've got the Lucaria at home. The one in my house. Yeah. Thanks, VTube. Every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Gotta love it. I'm the baby.
Alright, I'll be back.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, no, it's a Tuesday moment for you streamers out there. I know how it is. We know how it is. VTube Studio server connection failed. Eat my cock.
Oh, that was a risk that I am very happy I did.
What happened?
So I had a Joker that gave me the multi on evens, and I sold it and got the Joker that gives multi on flush, which I'm playing a flush deck right now.
Oh yeah, speaking
of
that
flush, was a very good thing.
Speaking of flushes and straights, if Mizu shows up, we have words with this. We have words with this kobold. If Mizu shows up, because we were watching that Yakuza stream Sunday night, and we have some very choice words about how often they try to chase the straight in Texas Hold'em. They are very bad at poker. Inefficiently bad at poker. Okay, so yeah. We're driving along, full of goods and whatnot packed in the car, and all of our bags, and yeah, the service stations. We get to the second one, the Flying J, which is a truck stop. It's sort of like, you know, just a standard truck stop. There's nothing real special going on in there, you know? But we get there, we pull up to the EV charger, and we start to get the charge, and it goes for a couple seconds, and then clicks off. And we're like, What do you mean clicked off? We look at the screen and it says that its coolant is low. It is 20 degrees Fahrenheit outside right now. For those of you who are using a real system, that's like -3, 4, 5 Celsius. So, like, coolant low? What are you cooling? I'm guessing the electronics need some sort of special coolant, and that eventually goes away after time. So we had to... Thankfully, there were multiple other spots there. We pulled up to another. And when that one starts to charge, and this one is a 350-watt charger station. And oh my god, the difference between the normie stations... We got hit with an ad. No! Has it been 30 minutes already? Oh my god.
Yeah, it has.
Really? I thought my ads were on hourly if I did my 3 minutes of pre-rolls at the start. What the hell? Stream is back? Oh, because I had to reload the stream. It reset my ads, you bastard! You recently ran an ad? What do you mean I recently ran an ad? I'm gonna shove my foot up Twitch's anyway.
Alright.
I wish I could disable ads altogether. It's not like I'm making money off of them.
Right.
Yeah. Alright, VTube's collab is back up when you can join. I know it's like
God.
weird. What?
It keeps giving me temperance, and I have the egg right now, which has a value of 29, so I just get near max with temperance every time right now.
Oh, nice. It's rare you can actually pull the full value out of temperance.
Yeah, I'm running a money build because I got bootstraps.
Oh, damn.
So, any money I get is good money.
Nice, nice. So, basically, what happened was, we got to the first station, and the coolant was low on the electrical unit, and it's like 17 degrees Fahrenheit, -5 Celsius outside. And we're just like, what do you mean? Oh, Carol, thank you for giving... Corbin Prower gave a tier 1 sub to 8,000 power. Ha! Oh, your V2, your Steam just came back up. All of your, like...
Yep, I'm seeing it now. So, now I'm good to reconnect.
Aw. Alright, kids, we're gonna get a Lucario here in a minute, and I'm so excited.
There we go.
Yay! Play Fred.
At least it didn't take long today.
Yeah. Yeah, no, maintenance was nice today, at least. But yeah, that was kind of the major issue was at that station. So we had to jump to the other charger, but once we were on that 350-watt charger, oh my god. Oh my god, 350 watts on your car? We went from like 10% to 80% in no time whatsoever. It was fantastic. We walked into the the little Flying J rest stop. They had a Denny's built in. And the thing is, we're just like, oh damn, we went and got food at a real diner, but like Denny's. So we had to like we basically just went in, used the bathroom, kind of chilled out for a bit. It wasn't like anything too crazy besides that, but you know, it was nice, you know, getting a moment to kind of
Just unwind.
yeah, no, those rest stops we always, you know, take a moment to kind of like take a moment to breathe. But you know, we let the car charge, and it actually, you know, gets up back to full, and we get to see the full scope of the range, and it's like, yeah, you got like 150 miles. Godspeed. We're like, we still have another 300 miles at best between A and B. So this is getting risky. What we do is, we get her as charged up as we can. We get her to, it's 150 miles to the next stop. We get it to 170 miles on range, which is damn near full. I think we're at like 95 when we got out of there. But we kind of had
like
to.
that.
We start heading out, and boy, oh boy, if you thought section 1 of the drive was bad, it got worse. Section 2 went from, like, great to completely, like, slowed down and stopped blizzard over and over and over again. And the few moments we did get out of the blizzard and everything did kind of lighten up was nice, because the sun would peer out and kind of give you a little bit of reprieve. It was off to the side, which was nice. And I got to test out a thingy on Artie's car, because Artie's is the 2024, Mucky Mustang. And it has something on it called Blue Cruise, which combines, like, the lane assist and, like, the vehicle tracking with a whole bunch of other technology. And it's, like, it's, like, somewhere between, a full-on, like, auto driving and assisted driving. Like, you still have to be mindful of the system, and if the sensors get, like, covered, you're done. You're donezo. So she's got to test out the vibrating seats. Oh, yeah, I do. But, we go ahead and we, I decide to test it out while we're going and doing the thing, and it's honestly, like, this really lovely, like, lovely experience, but it's also really strange to use it, because you are putting your hands off the wheel and trusting the car to drive itself. And that alone is just, like, this weird feeling of, like, your brain knows it shouldn't be doing this, but yet it's okay. Everything's okay. The car is okay. Like, this is fine. This is fine. For those of you who are experienced, like, veteran drivers, like, God, it takes a second to kind of get yourself used to that idea. But when it's there, like, it's a really cool feeling to, like, yeah, let the technology do the work, Artie, what was your experience with it? How did you feel about it?
Sadly, when I was doing it, it was wet, so it wasn't letting me doing it consistently. But, like, the times it was on, it was weird at first, but I got used to it pretty quick.
Yeah. I think that's kind of, like, the key thing to describe it as, is, like, it's weird, but you get used to it, and you're suddenly like, okay, this is new. This is interesting. I'm down. And we go on, we get to the next stop. And the next stop, little to me knowing, like, or planning, we're at Notre Dame. Like, the college Notre Dame. Not, we didn't go to France. Sorry, French people. My apologies to the French. But... Liar. What do you mean, liar? Damn, didn't drive to France. Shame. I know, right? Not actually in France. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, there's multiple places in the world called Notre Dame. Besides, Notre Dame is pronounced Notre Dame. You don't call Notre Dame Notre Dame. You don't say the Hunchback of Notre Dame. God. Iora Typh. God. May you do if you're a dumb American. You shush.
You may have caught me. I may be a dumb American.
I'm a dumb American like that cheese. Anyway. I know a ton of people that call it the Hunchback of Notre Dame, so you can clip this and send it to them. You don't use the Notre Dame and Notre Dame. Yes, maybe the same spelling for the same type of words, but we pronounce them explicitly different because they're explicitly different places. Notre Dame is, you can feel the French dripping out of it. Notre Dame feels like you took that French word, dipped it in batter, and deep fried it.
Uh-huh.
It does! Paris, Idaho. Perry. God, high peroxide. Ugh. I love my deep it's the American way. Anyway, so we continue on. We pull up to the station. It's a 350 watt. There's enough snow that like the ground is actually like Versailles. Oh, you okay, so peroxide. Versailles should be pronounced Versailles, but I'm gonna assume that people there call it Versailles. Or Versailles, yeah. Because there's a Versailles... I think there's a Versailles near me as well. Yeah, for Versailles... Oh yeah, Versailles is near where we're at. It's near Boston. Yeah, Versailles, PA is right next to Boston, PA. Okay. But, yeah. You should treat yourself to a visit. Arkansas. Oh my god. It is not Arkansas! It's Arkansas! But we get along, and we stop at that charge port, and that's another 350 port, which is wonderful, by the way. But it's also starting to warm up. The temperature's moved from like 17 Fahrenheit to about 25 by this point. So like -3, -2, somewhere around there. It's moving closer to freezing in a good way. And so we've got a little bit more, leeway and whatnot. We get up there. We go to the mall. We go and we enjoy a lovely, succulent Japanese American meal of... I think we both got the teriyaki chicken.
Yeah. It was really good, too.
It was. I got mine on lo mein, he got his on rice. We took some time there, and we're just like, the car's gonna take a bit to charge based on, like, what we expected last time. So, we were just kind of, like, vibing and whatnot. And he goes to check his phone. It's been, like, 20-30 minutes, and the car's reporting 75%. And I look at him, and I'm like, what do you mean the car's reporting 75%? Like, we've been here for, like, no time whatsoever. Yeah, no, definitely if you get an EV, find the 350-watt chargers, for the love of God. Those things rock. We very quickly learned our mistake and decided to rectify it on all future stops. Because, oh my god, 350-watt chargers are kind of crack, yo. But we get back to the car. It's almost got enough charge by that point to get all the way to the hotel. And it's Artie's turn for the last leg of it. But yeah, the the Mustang, you know, was able to get us there. We finally pull up to the hotel, and oh my god, there is nothing like pulling up to a city block and just seeing nothing but people in fursuits, man. It is a euphoria. I mean, did Arti do any cool drifts on the way home? I mean, if he did, I wasn't noticing. We did have one more stop, though, and it's something that we learned at these stops that was very interesting. When you're in the Chicagoland area, rest stops are called oases. And we stopped at one just to do like a quick bathroom break and, you know, make sure we were good on like fluids, because they didn't have any chargers that would work for Artie's car anyway, so whatever. But we stop at the Oasis. It's honestly very nice. This guy right here, I look down, we have passed the time, like from Eastern time to Central time, but I haven't realized it yet. And I look at my watch, I'm like, hun, did I fall asleep? Like, it's only been like 10 minutes and it's dark. What happened? And he's like, oh yeah, no, it just got dark quick. Uh-huh. Uh-huh, hun?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. No, I'd been asleep for an hour and 10 minutes. And some cute puppy here was pulling the wool over my eyes. But that was pretty much, this has been your leg of the journey from here. How was driving into Chicago for the first time?
It wasn't my first time.
Into Chicago? I thought I was the one who took the trip into Chicago.
Honey, I went to a weed convention in Chicago. That's how I know about the hotel we were staying at.
Right! Never mind. Okay, so this is...
I was gonna say, it's not my first time in Chicago.
Okay, it wasn't your first time. A weed
convention?
Weed
convention. Don't worry about it.
It's almost like it was your job as an officially licensed person who worked with that, you know, in a medical, in a proper industry. Weed. Marijuana. Herba Mystica.
Anyway.
Mary J. Anyway, but yeah, no, you know, we pull into the city, and obviously I love looking at cities. I love looking at cities. I love looking at their infrastructure. I love looking at them at night. So I'm having a, you know, pretty good time kind of just vibing. But it's also city traffic at what, like 6 o'clock at night? So we see some crazy shit. We see some people driving along the you know, driving along places that they shouldn't be. You know, things like that. Always lovely to see people, you know, disrespecting humanity. I don't know what you could have described, because you remember that one guy who drove on the shoulder for a good while just to pass some people.
Yeah.
There were a couple people that were just like nutso like that. But we eventually get to the hotel, and it's lovely, it's wonderful. We go, there's no line to get our room checked in, which is wonderful, because last year there was a huge line to get checked into the hotel. And this year it was basically, we just walked up to the front desk and there was like one person in front of us. And we get checked in. And honestly, I was a little afraid, because the main hotel for MFF is kind of a crapshoot when it comes to rooms. You either get like a really nice room, or you get something that's like in a weird corner and it's like off to the side. Stuff like that. And I mean, we're not really talking about the con yet. This is technically the hotel staff, but honestly, like the hotel staff was like very nice, very wonderful, and we got a wonderful room along the main concourse. So you get this like massive viewing area that looks down over the entirety of like the main area of the Hyatt, which is okay. The way MFF works is you have the Hyatt and the convention center itself. And those are the two main buildings. The Hyatt Hotel has a bunch of conference rooms that kind of get used by MFF, as well as like the main like area for like all of their shebang. And then the convention center itself has like Dealer's Den, Artist Alley, and a whole bunch of other side stuff too. And that also connects to all of the other hotels that are part of MFF too. So you've got like this whole like network of hotels, but the main two are the Hyatt and the convention center itself. And yeah, we get there, we get our rooms, we get, I guess I can say the room at this point because it's long past the time we were there. We get a room on the 5th floor overlooking the balcony over the entirety of like the Hyatt area. So you can see all of the suitors down below walking around. You can see all of the various things going on. Like we're right above the buffet, so you get kind of some of those lovely smells. It was honestly like probably some of the best seats in the house. While we're in line, we get approached by the wonderful Key Otter, who shows up and it's like, oh hey! And we have this wonderful quick exchange before they disappear. And we slowly trudge everything up to our room and all that fun stuff. And, we go up to a room and we're a little bit apprehensive because the main thing we wanted was one of the balcony spots. Having the balcony at main is honestly like a lovely treat. You get a ton of fresh air, you get lovely views, you have a place that you can chill that's extra besides the room itself. And there are other advantages to it, too. Like, we kept drinks out there. And, like, it chilled them a lot faster than anything else. And, yeah, no, and when I mean drinks, I meant, drinks.
Good drinks.
Good drinks. Tasty drinks. Good drinks. So it's really nice having that space, because, yeah. It is, in fact, porch is fridge this time of year. It is, yes, gummy juice. Yeah, I would say that juice might have been made from gummies, maybe. I don't know, maybe Spinda would get dizzy drinking a lot of that juice, let's put it like that. But, yeah. That was kind of the, we got ourselves set up. We look out over everything. It's a lovely view, a lovely scene. And we, announced to our little group of friends, which is Fox, Sass, obviously anyone else who's at the hotel, like, who's staying with us, like Ars and Freya. We announced that, hey, we've got our room. This is where it is. And slowly but surely, the group all begins to kind of just come to our room to hang out. And I don't think there was ever a proper, like, oh, hey, we're all going to hang out at the room. It just kind of was a thing that we were all going to hang out at the room. And
yeah,
honestly, I was okay with that because I just wanted to, meet and hang with all these people that I have not met and hung out with since last MFF. So it was wonderful getting to sit down, play some games, enjoy times with them. And what we did was we cracked open the Fritos, we cracked open the beverages, things like that, and enjoyed just a nice evening together. Gathered up who we could, and got to meet a bunch of friends. Just honestly lovely. And we were like, do we want to go down and, do we want to actually go down and go to registration tonight, or do we want to wait for tomorrow? And we kind of came to the decision, after all the driving and the snowstorm and the stress, no, it was better to, it was better to just go the day after. At this point in the evening, we were just so stressed and tired, we just didn't want to deal with it, so we went down. We would go down the day after, which was honestly fine by me.
Yeah, I was happy with that decision.
Yeah. And the hangout in the room kind of turned into an involuntary room party as well, which was kind of nice. Straight Aura ordered a couple pizzas for the room. We got to just sit and enjoy pizza and snacks and beverages with friends. It honestly was just a wonderful yeah.
You alright?
I was caught.
Well, don't get caught. Get good.
The hell you mean?
Don't get caught.
I'm getting attacked by my boyfriend.
I haven't thrown a ball yet.
Yet.
Don't worry about that.
But you know, we set up Smash. We start playing each other. All that good stuff. We kind of start building out what our game plan is for the day after. We're gonna get our badges. I want to go see. Oh! I'm gonna go see Otter Chaos, which is a furry band of video game musicians and whatnot. And Arti wanted to hit up Dealer's Den and Artist Alley for things that will come up later in the story. And yeah, we'll get to that when we get to that. Hi, Rhubarb. We were just talking about what our plans were for Friday as we kind of got settled in. But yeah, no, the group eventually disbanded and we went our own way that evening after Smash Bros. And stuff in the room. And that was kind of the Thursday. Speaking of Otter Chaos, though, Rhubarb, I have to go on a side tangent here real quick. Rhubarb's a cool as hell bean. They and Key Otter, and I don't know which other suitors on stage, have special fursuits that allow them to continue to play their instruments while fully suited. Rhubarb is able to, they have straps and everything for their suit, but not only that, they have a way to have their fingers free under the suit so they can properly use the strings and the bow, and Key Otter obviously can use the full, Enix was the fox with the saxophone. Cool. But yeah, no, they have this really cool ability to do that and play on stage and while still in full suit. They have such a command and control over everything. It's a spectacle on its own accord. But also Rhubarb kicks ass as a musician. So you're getting the twofer there of not only is this a really cool show of talent and a really cool suit, but you're also jamming out to some really goddamn cool music. Yeah. It's this honestly really cool moment. You kind of really, it's part of the biggest concert yet. It turned out pretty good. It was turned entirely. There was a few things that I will need to comment about that concert, but we will get to that when I get to that. I have to begin Friday, and Friday started with us waking up in bed, half awake. It was, it's difficult falling asleep in a bed that's not yours, I will say. It's probably the most difficult thing to do. Is to get that first good real night of sleep, or even the fourth or fifth, because you're used to your bed, and you love your bed, and yeah. I actually sleep better in hotel rooms. I mean, if it works for you, but it was off and on for me, and it was... I know it was even worse for Arti, and I feel bad, because I feel somewhat responsible for it, because I'm a bit more active.
It's fine.
In bed. I know, but still.
Anyway.
Yeah. We get up, we start to get dressed, I take a shower, you know, I get my whole, like, you know, situation organized and whatnot. I have no idea how to draw Rhubarb's violin, by the way. I'm gonna do my best with it. Mont! Hi, Mont.
Abra, right. Abra, bro, 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 right, bro, 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 right, bro, 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 bro,
You want cheese
I
with
think they
that?
said, Abra, you're cute.
I think he wants cheese with that, I'm not sure.
That could have been it too. I could be paraphrasing.
Mm. But yeah, we get up, we start to get kind of our things ready, you know, I'm trying to remember if there was anything we did Friday morning that was, like, significantly before we went down to Reg. I think we just kind of, you know, grabbed
Just
Freya.
kind of went.
Yeah, we kind of just went down to, like, Freya. And I look to Freya and I look to Arti and I'm like, we have two choices. We can take the cold, refreshing route, or we can take the Sky Bridge route. And what was the response by you guys?
We both said, I don't care.
And how quickly did you guys regret letting me make that decision?
You're the one who chose the cold route.
I know, because I like the cold. So I take them through the cold route, which has us walk through the city streets rather than through the Sky Bridge. Mainly also because I hate, like, the heat waves that come in the Sky Bridge, too. They make my lips feel like they're exploding.
That's what we said, Vera.
But, yeah. I go and I take them through there and we head on over to registration. We start to realize, like, the timing's kind of a bit weird when it comes to registration. Like, you know, we probably should have gotten our stuff at the dealer's den first and then went to registration or something like that. But it's fine, you know, we'll do what we can when we sit in the reg line for about an hour. And it's the reg line, you know. But it was here that, Arti, you got an idea for a possible suit for yourself.
Oh, still thinking on it. I don't want to put details out there yet.
Ah, yeah, but Arti got some suit plans by looking at the wonderful, like, suitors that were there, which is always nice.
Hey, Abra.
Yeah.
Abra, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, Abra. Guess what?
What?
You're not guessing what?
What?
Abra.
Oh, I'm
Abra.
guessing what?
You know what? Never mind.
No, I guessed.
They said never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay. It's fine. I'll just be disappointed. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, so we go down, we go through the registration line. Registration line at a furry con is honestly more fun than you think it is. For a lot of people who've never been to a furry con or never, like, seen what a furry con, like, what a furry con's culture is, like, even the reg line is kind of a fun time. The furries come out in droves, they have their fun, they party, they chat amongst each other. It's honestly, like, a very nice environment, all things considered. LineCon, like, the joke is, like, it's LineCon, but, like, I mean, it's still a good time. Like, I don't think there's anywhere you're explicitly having a bad time at a furry convention. Because, or if you're having a bad time at a furry convention, it's not because of the convention itself, it's because of something more, personal or something like that. But everyone's honestly having a good time, just enjoying things amongst themselves. It's a wonderful experience if you've never been in the line at a furry convention. We go through, we do our line con. It is, the tax everyone pays. We're in the pre-reg line, but not the super sponsor line. Ooh, not the end of the world there. I really don't draw instruments all that much, so I'm doing the best I can. It definitely feels like one of those things that's like, oh yeah, instruments, or, what's the other thing that nobody likes to draw? Machines and guns, right? Like those.
Armor.
Yeah. Looks a lot like your electric violin. That's what I'm trying to go for. Because you didn't use a traditional violin, you used an electric violin, because you're playing on a stage with a bunch of other musicians. Has that flying V shape. I'm specifically using this image to kind of base it off of. I have it pulled up on another screen. I don't know if it's the exact one, but it's kind of like the base of what I'm doing. Oh, that's just it. Cool. All right, cool. Psychic. I did that intentionally.
I mean, there you go.
Yeah. You have that exact one? Hell yeah. But, they were... we got through the line, and one of the things that we went through after the line is each individual booth did not have she, her, they, them stickers. We had to kind of, go to a supplemental booth that was, past everything to get our proper, identifier pronoun badges. Which was unfortunate, but, it was a little confusing, but we got there. And Arti and I went up because we wanted to get our Dealer's Den tickets. We go up to get our tickets, and our tickets are for 4 o'clock. Dealer's Den just opens to the general public at 5, so we're just like, oh, okay, this kind of sucks. Anyway, let's go back to our room then, I guess, for the time being. And just, we've got our badges, we've got our everything else. May as well just, take a little time and do what we can. Because I want to go to the Otter Chaos concert. I'm going to go there with Lily and Stone and a bunch of other friends that are local. And you had your own plans. You wanted to go to Artist Alley, you wanted to go to Dealer's Den, you wanted to do various things. So we're like, all right, we'll split up and kind of just go and do our own things. But of course, before then, we go and get pizza. And MFF usually has a couple food trucks outside the Hyatt. So we go and we get from the hot dog thing, like Mike and John's or something, or
Something like that.
something like that. It was, I don't know. There was like a superhero on the truck. I don't remember the specific name, but we've gotten from them before, and their food's all right. I get a hot dog and fries combo. He gets, wait, which Hyatt? The Hyatt. No, there was not a Wienermobile. But, the Hyatt Regency O'Hare. Yep. Rhubarb has a thumb claw. We're going to add that in. Went there for a Quest Bowl National. Oh, that's good. Did I ask for extra mustard? Actually, I did. I went and, because they had one of those, wheelie carts that just had all the condiments, and I drenched my dog in mustard. You know what I'm about. I also dragged it through the garden, because they had, jalapenos and a whole bunch of other stuff there, pickles, Onions. I just went ham on the dog because I'm like, look, this thing's gonna have to hold me until, like, I don't know when I'm eating again. I am just drowning this damn thing. You know? And you had your food as well. How was your
It was burger.
It was burger?
Burger.
That's about right. And we decide, you know, okay, I'm gonna get in the line for Utter Chaos. You're gonna go do your thing. Of course, as we pull up, somebody's on the piano doing Dearly Beloved, and I just look at Arti. And there's this running joke that Arti and I have, because Arti, when they're driving their car, they use Rainwave. And if you don't know what Rainwave is, I'm introducing it again for those of you who don't know what this magical website is. But, like, alright, so you know how I always play video game music and always, like, have video game music running? And, cool. If you don't know who Rainwave, or what Rainwave is, let me show you this magical site. Side main monitor, Clip Studio Paint off. Rainwave is just a website that's just a non-stop radio station of video game music. So you can literally just see what's up, what's playing next, and you're like, alright, well, I don't like this whole genre, I just want music straight from games. You can just go and get only music from games. Or, you know, I only want chiptune. Or I only want stuff from OC Remix. Or I only want covers. Like, there's a whole request system and everything going on. Like, it's actually really nice. And you can do, like, votes and whatnot and ratings and all sorts of fun stuff there. So this is what we had playing on, but every time we have it playing, Arti puts in a couple requests, and they're usually relatively within the same wheelhouse. It's Kingdom Hearts or, like, something along those lines. Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger. Basically, you know, those nuggets of gold from Square Enix. And I look over and I give him that look of like, Arti, did you request this? I don't think you
I threw up my hands immediately. I was like, no.
But we walk over. It's lovely. It's nice. We kind of settle in. We see a bunch of people. A bunch of the Pokemon group, because I'm in a couple Pokemon telegrams. Oh, here, let me get back to game capture. And I kind of just coalesce with them. You know, in a telegram of Pokemon? I know, it's absolutely insane. And, you know, we find, oh no, before this, we find ours, and ours has a ticket to get into Dealer's Den at 2:15, like 15 minutes before Dealer's Den closes, and they're like, I wanted to see the whole entirety of the, you know, the Utter Chaos concert. I can never see coordinating Pokemon crimes? Yeah, no, don't worry about it. So, Arti, you and ours traded your tickets for who gets in when, and you were able to get into DD at 2:15, and ours basically was with us at the 4 o'clock push. So, you know, that was how that kind of lined up, and you broke away from the group and headed off to do your own adventure. Meanwhile, I'm, you know, gonna just be vibing. You know, I find Lily and Stone, I offer them our extra fries. It's overall just a really chill time. Eventually we get into the Utter Chaos concert, and it is a wonderful video game music concert. I believe you can find the full VOD of it. I think there's a way to get the MFF, like, Events. No, not Marvel Future Fight. Here's the Furfest YouTube channel. Yeah, there it is. It's this just wonderful kick butt concert, and yeah, we'll throw it on real quick for you guys. Yeah, there it is. So kind of have it on a preload screen, but yeah, there's Rhubarb right there, literally holding the violin, like just ready to rock. Like here, I'll give you guys the link so you guys can watch on your own time. But like, you know, you see all these people, they've got their badge. Wait a minute, that's Cornell! I drew that badge! I made that badge! Ah!
Get wrecked, nerd.
A badge I drew is on the main stage of MFF! God damn. Ah!
How's it feel to get love?
Oh, shit! Holy crap. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was great.
God damn it, I didn't notice. I didn't notice that I was watching the man play for an hour and a half. Ugh. Ugh. But yeah, there's just a lot of, like, literally look at this. Look at just all these wonderful furries doing their thing. Ugh. But yeah, they did a fantastic job. It was a wonderful set. There was just a ton of wonderful stuff. They had a bunch of vocalists come out and do a whole bunch of wonderful pieces. This bit I'm going to get to because this made me cry. Estrogen is dangerous when you hear what this person had to say. Okay. I do not remember their name or the name of the person that they love. But there were vocalists that came on stage, and Rhubarb will probably drop their names so that way, you know, people can find them. But they had, you know, taken a moment before starting their set to kind of talk about things, specifically why the plush was with them. And they talked about the person that they loved and how they were an inspiration. And then they talked about how, and this is a content warning really quick for the next like 10 seconds. So you guys get it for 3, 2, 1. The person that they loved took their own life. And they brought that plush up onto stage with them as sort of like a thing to show like their love of that person and how even though they're gone, they still like inspire them and drive them to move forward. And it was really beautiful. And it gave a whole new meaning to the song that they sang. It was very beautiful, but it also put me in a dangerous emotional state. Melancholy Seabiscuit. And the boyfriend was Vincent. Yeah. It was a powerful speech, but it also hits because like this is also coming at a time in my life where I'm very emotional when it comes to that. For those of you who didn't follow like what my daily art was today or like what happened, you know, very recently, even though she wasn't close to me, you know, my grandmother passed on. And basically like it death fucking sucks to me. And like the fact that one day this is all going to end is a great motivator to keep fighting the good fight and keep being here. But also, man, it fucking sucks, you know? And I you know, it is what it is, but it was a very beautiful and poetic kind of thing. And I needed to talk about this real quick, because this is set up for something that will happen later today, specifically when it comes to plushes of loved ones. I look very closely at Arti.
Yeah, you didn't tell me any of this.
Yeah, because I wanted to talk about it on stream because it was a very important emotional thing, but I also didn't want to ruin the moment with the sentimentality of it. You know? But I was already emotionally susceptible, and my boyfriend, being the aura sensor he is, goes in for the strike. We'll get to that in a bit. He knew my weakness was exposed. But yeah. Basically, it was beautiful. There were tons of wonderful sets. They did the Pokemon theme, and I sung along with it. And then halfway through, they did a conversion to the furry convention version of the Pokemon theme. The vocalists, like, swapping midway through the song to do that. I was, like, half, like, looking over and was like, please do not do the other version of the Pokemon theme. There's a very dangerous version of the Pokemon theme that I don't know if they're allowed to do, but it's very, very on point for the Pokemon furries that are at this convention, let's be fair. But no, I don't... it was just a wonderful set overall. Also, there was a goddamn powerful performance of Snake Eater. God damn. Like, overall, I linked it in chat, but definitely check out the set that Otter Chaos did. Anyway, while that's going on, Arti, do you want to tell the class what you were doing in Dealer's Den?
So, Dealer's Den, pretty much, I had 2 goals in mind. One of them was to find a specific person, the other one was to find another specific person. I know, very, very descript. Anyway, I'm looking around for Dealer's Den for probably like 2 hours because it's massive and there's so many fucking people. And I don't see either of them. And it's like, huh, that's weird. I know they're both here. So I go to Telegram and I start searching, and less than 5 minutes after I start searching, one of them says, oh, I'm at Artist Alley because couldn't get a seat at Dealer's Den. So I'm like, well, fuck. I'm supposed to meet Abby here at Dealer's Den. What do I do? So I happen to be standing next to the Pokemon massive plushie shop that's always at every fucking furry con. And I look over where they have all the yellow Pokemon, and I see a pretty decent-sized Abra. I buy it.
Uh-huh.
Because this leads to the next bit.
So, yeah.
Go ahead and continue.
Actually, no, I think you should lead on with about a year ago when you told me about this next bit but didn't give me details.
No. Pretty much what happened was Abby and I met up at the end of Dealer's Den. We took a look around a couple of things, and then I was like, hey, I gotta go to Artist Alley real quick. And she was like, oh, okay, well, you do whatever.
Well, no, we still had stuff. Oh, wait, is this last year?
You still had to... No, this was this year.
Oh, no.
You still had a lot to look at for the Dealer's Den, so you said that you were going to look at Dealer's Den anyway as I went to Artist Alley.
Oh, yeah, because I wanted to sync up with Vera, too, and we, looked at things as well.
Now comes the part from last year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, last year in Dealer's Den, the person who I was looking for this year, from Nightingale Needles, sews plushies. Custom ones at that. So, we spoke details, and pretty much found out how much it would cost to get an Abra and an Azure plushie. So I pretty much get those on lock, and well, lo and behold, a year later, she has it at MFF, so I'm trying to get to her to get said plushie. As I'm talking details over with Gail this year, after I finally get to Artist Alley, I see Abby starting to round the corner. So I kind of back away from her for a little bit and go back up to the front of Artist Alley to intercept Abby.
Was this last year that this happened, or was
No,
this
this was this year.
This is still this year. Okay.
This is the. I already told the last year's stuff.
Because last year, on the way back, or no, not on the way back, but the day after MFF last year, you come up to me and you're like, I got you something, you'll see it. And I'm just like, what does that mean? What does that mean?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
And I'm just like, what could it be? What could it be? What could it be? I'm like, he gives me like little chances and little hints to guess and things like that. And, you know, I'm off the mark. I'm off the mark. And, you know, I'm not really getting it until recently. I had to take a friend to the hospital. And when I took them to the hospital, I brought along a custom plush that was made by Nightingale Needles. And my brain starts to put pieces together, and I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god! No. No. I even went up to Arti and I'm like, I think I know what it is. He's like, oh. And how did this conversation go down, Arti?
Well, I think I remember folding my arms and looking at you, and you explained to me that it's the plushie. And I just go, is that what you really think now? And I'm like internally fucking shaking at my boots as she's guessing the exact correct thing, but trying to keep outwardly cool.
Meanwhile, I'm just like, I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is. I think I've got it. I think I've got it, chat.
And now we come back to this year, and with me purchasing an Abra plushie at the said Poke store. As she's rounding the corner to the dealer's den, I give her that plush, saying happy birthday. And it's just a regular Abra plush. It's kind of big. It's more like a teddy variety, you know?
Yeah, no, it's a pretty big plush. Like, I'm currently drawing assimilations of Dakis. 1 second. But I'll go grab it. Just ignore these totally safe Dakis that I've drawn. But let me go get a couple things. So we'll break the illusion and show face for a moment real quick. I have to go get the equipment. 1 second. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm almost back. For context, is a normal size Abra plush. The Tomy 2016, 17, maybe 18 release of the Abra plushes. It's not part of the Sitting Cuties line, but gotta put my hair tie in so I don't want my hair flopping everywhere when I turn on the camera. Okay. Hi. This is, when I consider an Abra plush, this is kind of like my go-to, is this guy right here. It's about, even with legs, about a foot big. Probably the most adequately well-sized Abra that I have. Right? Like this is a good average-size Abra. If I wanted to get something bigger, I would go with the Chinese knockoff Abra I got, like, a bit earlier. This is the Chinese knockoff Abra plush that was made by that same company that made a bunch of unofficial My Little Pony plushes because nobody made them. They also made a bunch of like Mega Pokemon plushies and plushies that Game Freak just never made public. But this was the standard Abra plush. This has been repaired multiple times because the stitching's really bad on the tail. But this was my the standard size Abra plush.
They didn't hear that last bit, hon.
Yeah, because the cat.
You were turning away.
The cat showed up. Hi, Garth. You want to come over and be on stream for a moment? But this is what he hands me. Look at this big-headed friend. Hello, cat. Would you like to be on stream for a moment? Here, I'm gonna put this down here on the keyboard real quick while I go grab my cat. This is not an Abra. This is not an Abra, but it's a pretty good friend. Work out at the library, Abra. Yeah. But this is what he hands me, and I'm just like, his baby! I say that out loud because I'm a woman child. But we have this lovely moment. I'm just like, friend. Because it is a friend. Look at how big and squishy this head is. Plus, it can hang from your rearview mirror for some reason, or be like a charm. I honestly don't know what to do with this string.
You think I have a idea?
I don't know, but it has these little arm warmers that's going on here. And I don't have this Abra. I have 2 of the Sitting Cuties and a couple, I have pretty much every piece of Abra merchandise. I just got the Night Arcade one. An Abra hanging from the ceiling. No. So he hands me that plush, and I'm like, oh, okay. If this was the plush, this was very lovely. I'll turn off the camera for a moment. You don't need it. But it's a lovely plush. It's a wonderful plush. And he has gotten this to deceive me. He has gotten this on a false premise of deception. Because what do you do at that point, Arti, while I'm waiting in Dealer's Den for Vera?
So at that point, I pretty much go to Artist Alley, and I find the first one, which I pretty much commissioned the badge I wanted to commission and all that, which that's under progress now. That's going to be exciting.
That's Roxy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she does really good art, and she does nice acrylic badges, and I wanted one last year, couldn't get it, so I made sure I got one this year.
Yeah.
And I pretty much go all the way to the end of Artist Alley, and that's when I finally see Gail. And Gail excitedly pulls it out, shows it to me and all that, and she's like, well, how long is she going to be? I'm here all day, and we have a meetup at 7:30 for everybody who's gotten plushies from me. I was like, oh, okay. She shouldn't be that much longer, like an hour at most, so I'm just going to hang around here. So, I find some stickers, some all that, small little stuff to buy, gave Abby a few gifts along the way kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
So when she first enters Artist Alley, I give her a couple of Redamon stickers, a Blaze sticker, a couple of charms. I think it was a Tails and a Blaze charm.
Yeah, no, they were really nice acrylic charms of Tails and Blaze's outfits from the Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, that was it. And so I give her those and just tell her, hey, you're coming with me.
And Vera is with us at this time. By this time, Vera had shown up and had joined the exploration group. She was recruited.
So pretty much blindly guiding her, we walk up to the stand where Abby is presented with Gail, who pretty much just says, hi, how you doing? You want some chocolate? You want a sweet? And hands her a caramel chocolate.
I'm already starting to go through the breakdown of oh my god, 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 oh my god. Anyway. Continue, hon. You have a better perspective because my eyes were wet during this.
So, pretty much, Gail pulls the bag out and starts to pull it out and starts describing it, and Abby immediately is just lost. You could tell she wasn't listening to a word Gail was saying.
No, I didn't. Not at all. She doesn't have her hoodie on at the moment. She came with a hoodie, but you handed me this and I held it. I just buried my face into it and cried. It was very nice. I started to cry into the plush and like this hit really hard. This hit really hard because of Melancholy Seabiscuit's thing with, the plush of their lover. And now I'm getting presented with this plush of myself and I'm just like, ugh.
So Gale tells me pretty much everything that. Ooh.
What?
Legendary Joker.
Oh, look at you.
Disables the effect of every boss blind.
Hey, that's pretty good.
All
You're
right.
gonna get the W.
Anyway, so Abby broke down as she's explaining everything, so I'm getting all this information from Gale. Well, after a bit of that, we walk off, and Abby sits down for a little bit just to hug the plush. And after like 5 or 10 minutes, there was a health responder that came up to us and made sure that everything was okay.
Look, it was a lot because like that was combined with like the speech that was earlier and just like I knew you loved me, but like it wasn't like it was more than love is what I felt at that moment. And I don't know if there's words to describe that feeling. I think I've been trying to find the words for it this whole like time after coming out of there. It's a feeling that is almost like a pure euphoria of absolute just joy and pleasure and fuck, man. Just holding that, like, my weekend was done. Like, I had hit my pinnacle, and it's like 4:30 on Friday?
Yeah, it was pretty early on.
And yeah, it was wonderful. And then I immediately turned around to like the $20 for a 5-minute sketch table and was like, you, my Sona, his Sona, hugging, I will give you $50. They're just like, okay. There was more to it than that because you honestly were the one that suggested it.
But I was gonna pay for it, and then you're just like, no.
No, not after this. Not a dime from you. And, when do we conspire to destroy Arti? Oh, I've already got what I want. I've already begun the wheels on that. Yeah. But I got this from that sketch person, because I paid more than double, because I wanted to give them a tip, but I also, it was 2 characters. And by God, the extra time that they put into it, you can really tell. But that is legitimately how I felt at that moment of just wanting to squeeze and tackle hug the ever-loving daylights out of this fucking Lucario.
It may be sneaky sometimes.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
Uh-huh.
I told you I'm gonna get you. Hi, Bryce! We've just got to the juicy bit of the story where I had a breakdown in Artist Alley. We kind of take a moment from there. I honestly don't remember much more of that day. I'm legitimately trying to remember what happened the rest of that Friday, and my brain cannot put, like, anything together. I know I was with you, hun, but I don't remember what the hell we did. Because I know we still did stuff. I know we met people and, like, hung out. Everything left my brain. I have no memory of that day past that moment.
Overall, we mainly went back to the room and just hung out with friends and such.
Yeah, I think Tier came up and their friend needed badges laminated and whatnot. We got those set up for them. I think that was before we went down for Otter Chaos and Dealer's Den. Did you not call me? That was Saturday night.
Yeah, that was Saturday.
That was the Saturday night party. What else was that Friday? Because I know that there was more there. Like, we had dinner. I don't remember what we ate.
Yeah, Friday's a blur to me. Yeah, Friday was Cane's. That's right.
Right. Because Vera was there. We got Cane's, and we kind of settled in a bit early and had Cane's. And it was honestly, like, honestly, any Cane's is Cane's. Like, yeah, the chicken's mid, but man, that sauce really ties it all together. Hi, Omega. How are you doing?
Hi.
But yeah, then Friday we kind of settled in and woke up Saturday. We tried to figure out what we were doing. We went to Denny's. We woke up and we're like, yeah, we're gonna go to Denny's. And I'm just like half conscious at Denny's with like, oh, do you want to guess what I got at Denny's, hon? Because you stayed behind to catch up on some rest.
What'd you get?
I asked you to guess. What are the things I've ever had at Denny's?
Eggs Benedict?
No, they don't do it at that Denny's did
the
not.
The berry fucking pancake?
Because that's just a thing they do now. It's not seasonal anymore. It was so good they kept it on the menu. But I was basically, like, it wasn't like stoned. I was just in a state of euphoria. Like, getting that goddamn plush just put my brain in like, I'm just set, man. I ain't got nothing else. Like, this is Peem. I think during that time I had Kat's stream open. I am Cat95, because she was doing her smasher pass of people's OCs. I got smooshed, by the way. But, you know, I had that open, but I was like, kind of just whatever. Oh, Tank, the Prince of Tea Leaves got hug. Yeah, no, I saw you submitted the Prince of Tea Leaves. Yeah. I don't remember what she said about it specifically, but it was pretty early on, like... Is the VOD still up? Should be. Yeah. But, you know, I got my strawberry bullshit. I got Arti, food. And it was honestly like a pretty slow start to Saturday, I will say, you know? I'm trying to think what we did on Saturday besides the room party. Because we kind of took it as a slow day, because we kind of... Yeah, she kind of... Well, yeah. We kind of took it slower because it was kind of just like a brutal day for us, you know?
Yeah.
It was a heavy day, because we had... How many hours were you in Dealer's Den on Friday?
It was like minimum 2 to 3.
Yeah. So we needed time kind of away from everything, kind of.
My legs were like in pain. That's all I know.
Yeah. But we got everything kind of settled and kind of just like relaxed. Trying to think if there was anything else, like besides the room party, because I want to try and cover everything. But Saturday was honestly like our our most, like, low-intensity day. Did we even go to the main, like, area on Saturday, or did we?
I don't think so.
Yeah. No, we mainly stayed at the Hyatt and just did stuff at the Hyatt. Because we, trying to remember. Oh, we also, we did go to the Gale meetup at 7:30, but that was on Friday. We should probably backtrack onto that. So all of the people who were at the con that got plushes from Gale, were having a meetup with Gale, and she was expecting like 2 or 3 people to show. There was like 15 of us there. We got this really wonderful group picture of all the plushies, and she gave all the plushies little bandanas to go with the con theme. It was this really, like, very cute experience, all things considered. And it made her get emotional because she's just like, I didn't know people would come out and support me this much. This is wonderful. I'm like, girl, I've known you for 5 minutes and I want to be your best friend. You are fantastic.
She is a very lovely individual.
She is. But, alright. Stretch and hydrate. Okay. Oh. Yeah, we kind of just went back to the hotel room and watched, Cat and chilled. I think that's kind of what a lot of the day was at that point, was just taking Saturday slow so we could have a good room party Saturday night and a bunch of other stuff. I don't really know. Yeah. I know we were starting to get things kind of sorted out on Saturday when it came to, like, getting everything properly settled and organized. I'm trying to remember, though, because it feels like I'm missing something from Saturday. I just don't know what. Because I know that we did talk about the pizza and stuff. I mean, yeah, we'll get to the room party. Who was sitting next to me at the table? Was that Freya? I think it was Freya at the Denny's table. But I remember we specifically were looking at, like, pizza places and stuff. And I wanted to get from Gino's, because that was, like, the big Chicago area thing. But we're, like, starting to build out this party and, like, get, like, the idea of the +1s and everything kind of get out. And I'm, like, thinking, like, numbers-wise, like, if we have, like, what, like, 15 people? Like, how many pizzas is that going to be? That's, like, 3-4 pizzas. Plus, on top of that, like, we have to figure out what the, math is on top of that. Like, we've got, like, those pizzas, plus we've also got, like, like, everybody having 3-4 slices, but if this goes on from, like, 8 o'clock to, like, midnight, like, people are probably going to take later slices. So I'm, like, trying to figure out the perfect amount of pizza and soda. And Giordano's, even though it was, like, the Chicago staple, was definitely not the play when it came to price efficiency. I remember we had to do a little bit of hunting to kind of figure out, like, what worked when it came to, like, the price to pizza ratio, but I think we stuck with Pizza Hut. And I was debating between 4 pizzas and 3 pizzas. And I eventually went with 3 pizzas because I went with larges instead of mediums, and I felt like that was more of a justifiable answer. Because overall, I'm still paying like $10 less, and it feels like it's the same amount of pizza. So I went with 1 plain, 1 pepperoni, and 1 stuffed crust. And honestly, I think that was like the perfect amount of pizza. I was a bit concerned it was going to be an underwhelming amount of pizza, but I think that kind of hit where we needed to hit when it came to the pizza amount. I don't know what your opinion is on all of that, Arti.
I don't think it would have hurt to have the 4th. I think it would have got 8, no offense.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, we had other snacks too, so it's not like people didn't have food.
Yeah, because my main concern was we brought 2 bags of Doritos and a thing of the tangy barbecue Fritos. I'm trying to remember what they were.
The honey barbecue twists or whatever.
Yeah, the honey barbecue twist Fritos, the ones that are like you could eat 1,000 of these and not go insane. But nobody left hungry, which is what was important. And I think we had like a total of 20 people come up to our room by the end of the night.
It was a lot.
Yeah. No, we got to meet a bunch of friends and a bunch of new people. But it was also just a really nice, just a really nice hangout. We kind of just threw Let's Game It Out on the TV to kind of start out with. And kind of just let the night go from there. Obviously, we had Assassin's Straight Aura came up. Oh, another thing Assassin's Straight Aura did was Thursday night, they dropped surprises on everybody. Same with Bryce, Lucarian Scout, had presents for everybody, and I was not expecting people to, like, do this. So Bryce comes up and, like, hands Arti and I, like, a Vulpix and a Snowpix plush. And, like, gives everyone else plushes as well. And Straight Aura has gotten a commission of everybody in some way, shape, or form. That's currently what I'm using for my profile pic. So now I have this very adorable pair. We have a very adorable pair of plushies. I got a Snowpix. Arti got a Vulpix. The Snowpix,
which is now wearing Vera's bandana, by the way.
So I guess we have a Vera plush, but we'll get to that in a bit because it was a very cute thing she did before, But the Snowpix is kind of an inside joke in a little bit of a way because we were doing a fun little RP with Carol, and somebody got turned into a Snowpix, specifically me, because the Vulpix / Ninetales curse, and it was a temporary thing, but it was a cute little thing, like that kind of thing. So this felt like a little nod towards that, which was very cute. And then Arti got, like, the regular Vulpix because he is a Fox fan as well. Hi, Tank. The hell was that for?
He did it with love.
Was it love? It felt like 12-aught iron. It felt like
lovely lead. Iron. Don't worry about the details.
My brain, I can feel it jiggling. Like... But yeah. I'm trying to make sure I catch all of the details of everything, because there's so much that happened. It was a wonderful weekend. But yeah, we start to gather the party. We go down, get the pizzas. We also got a couple 2-liters. We got Coke and Sprite. We was Sprite.
Yeah.
It was Starry, actually. They had 2 liters of Starry. And, Vera brought her squirt, the ruby red squirt that you've been craving.
Yeah. That was nice.
Yeah. I overheard 2 people
Thank you, Vera.
On meeting me go, damn, Vera's hot. Yeah, damn, you are hot. Vera is hot. Guys, Vera IRL, like, she is a hot fucking girl. She doesn't, I might be seeing my friends with rose-tinted goggles, but, Vera's a very, very wonderful woman. Arti's a beautifully handsome man who I could rub my face against for hours, but that's a whole different subject. Anyway. Look, I love you.
Love you.
Vera is truly foxy. She is. Abra, what? Look, no, like, how when a cat likes you, it rubs its face against you? I like doing that against Arti. You shut. Censor yourself? What? I'm not allowed to, like, rub my face like a cat against my boyfriend in a private space while eating a succulent Chinese meal? That's a paddle my... No! Don't do that, actually! Anyway, stream's getting deranged. We're gonna reel her back a bit. We had everybody hanging out. It was lovely. I believe Freya had a +1 who, was big into Puzzle League, and eventually they get that kind of look of, like... Uh-oh. Here it comes. Are you ready, hon?
Oh, God.
Beep 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 no be no be
Yeah?
beep 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 beep
Uh-huh.
be no be no be no be no be be no be no be no be no be no be no be beep beep no be no be no be no be no be beep 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 beep.
Oh, are we done?
Beep 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 beep
Nope.
beep 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 beep.
Is it done?
Maybe.
I don't trust it. But, you know, we go up, we start the pizza party. Freya and their friend take out Puzzle League and start going ham on one another, testing out the TV's horrible delay because it's a hotel TV. You know how that is. They start going a couple rounds, and of course, the first round, Freya pulls out the Abra. If you don't know what Abra sounds like in Pokemon Puzzle League, let me find one of the Abra noises, because I know it's one of them. It's the one that... Okay, I'm going to just play a bunch of the Abra noises. Not that one. That one. Not 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 that one.
You're as bad as
That
Tank at this point.
That one right there. Those Abra noises. Every time that Abra makes noise when it does, like, the player does an attack or a defense, it makes those noises. And so I'm going, like, involuntarily, because I've been clicker trained by you guys, constantly playing those goddamn noises while I'm streaming. Every time I hear that, I go, Abra! And so they're just having a good old jolly time. Ugh.
You did it to yourself.
Ow.
Uh-huh.
Ugh. Whose fault is that? Mine? 100% mine. Ow. But we start to kind of get things going with the party. Eventually we go from Puzzle League to Tetris. I pull out Puyo Puyo Tetris on my Switch. People are going through the pizza. People are enjoying the Herba Mystica. Things of that nature. You know, it's a furry con room party. We're doing things that are totally fine and legal. And, you know, enjoying the bubbly as well. And just having a wonderful time. Eventually, is that a weed? I'm calling the police. Freya lost one single round of Tetris that night and everyone cheered. She's a boss character. No, Freya and I discussed this idea. She's, like, good enough at rhythm games that she should just carry badges around. And if anyone beats her at a rhythm game or a puzzle game, they get a badge. Like, she is the puzzle and dragon. She's the dragon from Puzzle and Dragon. She's just really good at those games. Her Mystica is very cool and legal in Ohio. Yes, it is. So, you know, we're just having this wonderful evening together. It's honestly just this fantastic time. People are hanging out. Sass and Straight Aura brought popcorn, so we were having that too. And eventually we go and, I know Tetris, I was able to hang with Freya for a little bit because I used to do Puyo Puyo Tetris with, back in the early days of the Switch. She got something from Sabara that tasted good. Look, that you're gonna have to take to Freya's stream. You're gonna have to the New Yorkers here are gonna have to discuss that with Freya. How she's betrayed them. Boy, I made these dumbbell arms too freaking big. Ario's design is weird.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. It was just a wonderful night. We eventually swapped over to Mario Party and played a 10-round game of Jamboree. Boy, I made a risky gamble in that game. I had the most coins. I land on Bryce's space, who had the second most coins. It was like 97 and 90 coins. I'm just like, screw it, all in. we go full double Jeopardy. I don't know.
And how'd that work out for you?
I lost everything that night. This is why I don't gamble. But midway through that game, we called up our friend Tankfax because we had a ton of the voice actors from the PMD group together, and we're like, would it be fun if we just called up Tankfax and like pretended to be like the PMD crew and just, you know, had a little fun there? And of course, Tank joined in on the bit and played Wigglytuff. It honestly was a lovely time. I have to figure out how to draw a weasel. It was honestly just this, like, I made Sass giggle. I mean, Sass is very... Shock Torgil. My goodness. But yeah, it was a lovely time. We got to hang out. We got to meet a bunch of people. We got to just be friends with a ton of wonderful nerds. I need to look up Sass's Weasel. If I just Google Sass Creations and go to images, I'll find it. Dragon, Weasel. Oh, hey! It's the other one I wanted to find, so that's good. Yeah, there's Brianna. I can work with this. Hey, Sharp. I'm doing alright. We're just talking about post-MFF stuff. Tier came over and we did a sketchbook swap with Sass. And Tier and I, so we just like went to each other's textbooks and you know, had a good time. You know, doodling in each other's books, which, you know, is always fun. It honestly feels really cool being an artist and, like, being able to do that now, having that ability to, like, hang out and be able to contribute to those fun things. It's honestly, it's just a ton of wonderful times at at the party like that. What else did we do during the party? I'm trying to remember. So I know we did other stuff too. Had Let's Game It Out on. I don't think we had any like streams up or anything.
Nah, not really. Not besides like just silly little videos.
Yeah.
We had the Mario video up for a while.
Yeah. No, the Mario Party was very nice to have up though, because it was like a nice little chill like thing to just kind of do in the side time too. Trying to think. What else? Because we didn't do Smash. No, Smash was. Oh, we got to show off Techie's maps in Smash, but that was Thursday night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we watched an hour of Pan and Kokek. Right, we did. Yeah, we watched an hour of the Goomba video, including like the moments where like the Goombas are deadlocked just staring at one another and stuff. There's some very good content there. I am trying to draw like a quick chibi version of like Straight Aura's armored Lucario. There it is. I found one online that I can look at this. Oh wait, they don't have a chest spike as an armored Lucario. Lucario's, there's not a lot of content out there, so I don't really know what they look like. Gotta give them the Gui whiskers. Because they're cute dorks like that. And I gotta go find Bryce's. The problem is, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get everybody into this, like, pick.
I wouldn't worry too much about that, I don't think.
Yeah. It was very cute, though. Like, it's funny seeing, like, Straight Aura and Sass interact, because they do a lot of the same things we do. Like, there were a lot of moments where, like, they're teasing, or, like, the Lucarios are speaking to each other, and you guys are just going, like, Lulu, Lulu. You guys are being, like, dorks. It was honestly, like... honestly a really funny and fun, like, just time. Because it's fun, like, the fun and the really kind of liberating thing about a furry con is you can just be a dork like that, you know? You can just go around with your friends and just say, Ala, Abra, Abra. And, like, no one's going to judge you because you're just being a dork. It honestly is, like, really nice, and you should just very much relax and chill and have a nice time. Oh, thanks, Tank. There. The little Mimi there. The other side of the phone. Yeah. But honestly, it's just really nice. I can't believe that embarrassing Abra photo Arti took. Look, we don't talk about what's in that folder on my Twitch stream. Maybe if I go to Picarto or something like that. Here. I draw Raichu instead for Bryce. Because it was a lot easier to find the ref of that on Google Images. Yeah. And then we kind of just dozed in and relaxed because we wanted to hit Sunday hard, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
We kind of called things around 12th. Oh no, I'm doing this without like poking people for refs. Because I didn't want to interrupt the flow state. Very important. So I've basically just been Googling everybody. But it's honestly, it's just been like, a nice day to chill down. So like, of course, the thing that I wanted to do Sunday was the Pokemon meetup. That was the big thing. And Arti, you had brought cookies to this. Do you want to talk about your cookies?
I mean, I made 5 different sets of cookies, technically. What's there to really talk about?
The family recipe? The mysterious sourdough flavor that was freaking balling? There's a lot going on with your cookies.
Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, chat, the people who are in chat who have had your cookies are like, oh my god, cookies. Yeah.
Glad y'all like them then.
Your cookies are ballin', hon. Like, the family recipe, like, you have, like, it's just fantastic. And everybody loved them. Do you remember your cookies? I remember you brought cookies, right? It's been a while. But yeah, the butterscotch oatmeal ones. Yeah, those were really good. But yeah, no, we decided, like, should we bring the cookies to the Pokemon meet? Like, I don't know, can we? Maybe? I don't know. So we got into our Kigus by Mewtwo because there is no such thing as an Abra Kigu yet. And Arti's Lucario Kigu. We grabbed our cookies and went down and went over to the meetup. And we got in line. We found Straightore and Sass and kind of like vibed with them. I know beforehand, I basically had an hour before heading down to the Pokemon meet and kind of did a quick rush down of like the various things there. There was a lot of, or not the Pokemon meet. I did a rush down of Artist Alley and Dealer's Den. Basically took like 30 minutes to go through and whatever I hadn't seen there before, gone through and seen again. Just also to make sure I said hi to any artists that I knew and stuff like that. And, yeah, it was, a quick run through, but I was able to get what felt like I've seen everything that was in those spaces, which was nice. We went down, took the cookies down there, and basically like found a spot up at the front near where Rhubarb was kind of, commanding and pulling the room in and getting everything together. And I'm just looking over and I'm like, hey, you guys want cookies? Anytime people passed by. And people started grabbing the cookies. And they were going hard on the cookies. Like, Arti, somebody was having an ethereal experience with your cookies. Like, you know that moment in Ratatouille where, like, the food critic, like, tastes, like, the ratatouille, and like they look like they've been transported back to like their grandma's cooking. They had that with like every cookie they had of yours. Like every cookie that they had just gave them an ephemeral, like they were risen to a new plane of existence. Meanwhile, like we're handing out those stickers. We are damn near out of goddamn stickers from that. Like going in with stickers and cookies was a guaranteed way to get to say hi to everybody there, which is kind of interesting in a fun way, you know? I only had one of the PB cookies, but it was probably the best thing I had eaten all weekend. Like, goddamn, hun.
Wow.
Your cookies are good.
Oh, I'm glad I made them.
It's, you know, it was fantastic because we came into there with basically all of our containers were pretty much full. I would say at least 70, 80% to 100% full of cookies. And these are like Christmas tins and those big ice cream pails, buckets. And we walked out of there with 4. Not like 4 containers, 4 cookies. And even then, we were able to offload them like walking along back to the place, I think. We literally ran out of cookies by the end of it, and I'm just like, this was a good idea. I don't know if Rhubarb's still here, because they organized the Pokemon meetup, and there was a lot that went into that Pokemon meetup. There was a lot of people there. I got to meet a bunch of wonderful artists that I had really just known and not really said anything. Yeah, you stole the last 3. But I got to meet a ton of wonderful artists. Arti got to meet a ton of wonderful artists. We got to say hi to a bunch of friends who we hadn't gotten to meet yet. It was wonderful. I know if we were involved officially with the meetup, we would not have been able to bring those cookies because of food and health regulations, but because we were just some randos that showed up, what are they gonna do? Not let us toss our cookies right in the middle of the meetup. Honestly, it was kind of the play though, because everybody, like by the end of it, I think most of the people in that room had at least one of your cookies, hun. And I don't think any single person had anything bad to say about them. I don't think.
I would hope not at that point.
What?
I would hope not.
Well, not only that, but like, you have that many different discerning tastes. Like, even the people who like were like, "Oh, I've never had a sourdough cookie before." They went in and they're like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know, right?" How I missed all at the entrance to the Pokefer meet? Yeah, because we were in the back of the Pokefer meet. Yeah. So we had just this wonderful fun time just handing out cookies and stickers. We're out of Lucario stickers. Every Lucario sticker was taken by the end of it. Most of the Abra stickers were taken. Twitch chat, do you guys want to guess which Abra stickers were completely removed of the group? I brought Abby Gun, Abby Mustard Sandwich, Abby Wave, and Abby My Milk. Or I guess Abby Cry. The ones that I have the most of, well, no, the only ones that I have left are, I have a couple Abby Winks and a few Abby Cries. That's it. The Abby Guns one and the Abby Mustard Sandwich one, they went instantly. Like, right after the Lucarios, I was empty on those. They kind of nuts. Like, I was not expecting people to like the Abby stickers so much, but they did, and I'm very happy about that. I would take one Abby Wink. Oh, I could give you an Abby Wink in real life. Because I wink camera. It actually
Damn.
picks up. I know, right? Hun, I'm winking at the girls. Sorry. I'm gonna get canceled. Oh no. But yeah, no, like Artie's kobold stickers went pretty well as well. I think he's got all of his kobold, at least one of every one of his kobold stickers, because this wasn't the Dragons meetup, this was the Pokemon meetup, so that kind of, you know, tracks. But even then, most of his kobold stickers were gone. My model is struggling right now. Yeah, I know. I'm at an awkward angle because I'm trying to fix the sticker box. Oh wait, I found an Abby wave. There's a couple Abby waves left. Yay! I have some for myself. It's not like it's a big deal. I can always order more, but like. Oh no, not that wave. The bounce. There's like a frame and bounce that looks like she's hugging / waving. I specifically did that instead of the wave at the camera one, because I think that was a better frame because it's more versatile. But the wave is more of a good generic one. Yeah, that one. There's a frame in there that's perfect that I used. But we also learned that the carrying container that I have for my stickers is absolutely dog water, and I shouldn't use it. This was a reconstituted command strips like variety pack container, and it certainly worked. I think it did not work. But it was able to contain them, at least in a somewhat of a manner. It wasn't like a full-on spread, but it was just a wonderful time. I love the Pokemon meetup. Honestly, on the way back from the Pokemon meetup, we were talking, and it's like, you know, that seemed really fun. I'm still surprised there wasn't a VTubing meetup or anything like that. It already looks at me and is like, you know, you could just, you know, submit hosting a meetup, right? I'm like, wait, I can? And now I'm considering hosting like a VTuber meetup. Oh, Spooky Bun, thank you for the raid. I'm considering.
I thought the Lucario Pro was pretty cool, actually, Vera.
Oh yeah, no. There were a lot of really cool things there. But yeah, no, like the Pokemon meetup was really cool. And I really want to do a VTubing meetup, because if I'm going to try and do it, it's going to be like a somewhat organized, I don't know if I'd really do organized, but, you know, just like a VTubing hangout meetup thing of like, oh, hey, you know, if you're into VTubing, if you're a VTuber or you are a fan of a VTuber, you can come out and join us, something like that. I need to get a new art glove. One of my art gloves started to fall apart on me. That's unfortunate. Yeah, these were pretty cheap. Heck yeah, submit it next year. I mean, I'm going to submit it for AC2. We'll see how it goes. But I may have to figure out some stuff on, like, how do I want to kind of keep it organized? Do I count as a VTuber for my once a yearly stream? I mean, you're still using VTuber software and you're in that VTuber space. So, I mean, like, technically you would be a part of it, yeah. I just need to figure out how to submit those kinds of meetups, but I think a VTubing meetup would be fun to do. Well, it'd be a really fun gathering thing. Just get a bunch of other people who do VTubing and or are interested in VTubing and just, you know, have a little thing. Just, yeah. There are people who never stream but count themselves as VTuber. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. A lot of people do buy VTubing models just for things like calls with friends and stuff like that. So it's like completely valid. Use yours to play Clock Tower? Hey, if it works, it works. Because honestly, it just gives your voice a bit more expression and a bit more life to it without having to show your face. I mean, one of the big reasons I transferred from an in-person VTuber, because if you go back in my VODs, like way back in the day, you'll find VODs of me doing content in person, just with a face cam in the corner. But when I started transitioning, I started also using the VTuber because it's more of an analogous sort of like, I can be whatever I want behind this thing. I can be whatever I want with this thing. You know, kind of experience. And so it, you know, was just this really cool, you know, kind of thing. And, you know, it allows for VTubing to be much more than just V content creation. Yeah, maybe a VTuber, PNG tuber. Honestly, it would be posed as if it is a VTuber, Toon tuber, PNG tuber thing. You know, something like that. But yeah, that and like PNG tubing is a lot easier to get into than VTubing. Like proper 2D, live 2D, live 3D VTubing. So it makes sense to make it, you know, open and versatile. But I also don't want it to be just like, you know, everyone shows up and they're talking about, you know, furry VTubers. I want it to be more of an, or, you know, a specific VTuber that's big or popular in the space. I want it to be like an open area where anybody, from the people who only get a couple of viewers or don't even stream at all with them, to the people who get hundreds of viewers and want to, you know, meet up and hang out with a bunch of fans and people. You know, keep it an open and versatile event so that way, you know, it's an open and versatile space. And obviously when it comes to things like that, the more people that you get isn't directly coincidental with success, but it does help you in securing the next one next year too. I have no doubts in my mind that they had the Pokemon meetup be one of the last meetups possible because they just wanted to give them that space as long as possible. Because that Pokemon meetup space was used for a good 30 minutes after the meetup was over, just because there was just so many of us and people were still meeting up and having a good time and hanging out. Just giving us that space during an open period like that gives us that much more ability to just hang out and be chill and vibe and stuff. So, you know, it's cool and fun. It's also, you know, always great to get the Pokemon community together. Okay, I'm gonna save this and throw this on my boost guy, and that'll be it. I wanted to kind of do the recap, but I'm trying to think of like what else I wanted to do tonight. I'm trying to think of what else I want to do tonight. I don't know. As for Saturday or Friday, when the meetup got waitlisted, but they said Sunday was available, so I took that slot. It was a nice slot, actually. Yeah, no, we got one of the biggest rooms for it, too. So, yep, worked out, all things considered. And I got to meet the one person at the convention that also had Abra merchandise, because I knew them previously, Akbo. So I wasn't the only other Abra fan there, yay. But yeah. As for, like, other haul besides that, I didn't really get much. The things that I went there mainly for, unfortunately, we couldn't really find because there wasn't really much on offer. I was specifically looking for a purse, because I've gotten to the point in womanhood where I need to keep stuff with my purse. I need to have a bunch of, like, extra other things, and I like keeping my drawing pad and sketchbook with me, and all that other crap. But I was also looking for a collar for me, because, okay, I need to find something that's specific, because we can't just go with, you know, the Leather Daddy special in the dank area. Don't take that out of context. Don't worry about that. I need something that's soft and gentle and nice. And of, you know, the Leather Daddy special. You know, for leather daddies. I need something that isn't leather specifically or coarse material, like those rougher, like, what I would say, like a bungee material? It's not a bungee material. It's what is that? You know, like, the harnesses are made out of it.
I don't know what it's called exactly, but it's more like a mesh.
Yeah. But, like, that material and leather, like, the faux... No, it's not like that. It's more like... It's like a cloth, but it's like a really tightly woven, like, cloth, polyester, I don't know. It's like a plasticky cloth. I'm trying to remember, like, what it is specifically. But it's like a plasticky cloth. The vinyl, maybe. But, like, those materials cannot rub up against my skin. Something that's happened as I've transitioned is my skin has become a lot more sensitive. PVC or polyvinyl chloride. Is that what that is made out of? Okay. I thought PVC was what the pipes were made out of.
Yes, there is PVC pipe, but...
But, yeah. I'm talking about, like, the harnesses that are sold in the dark part of Dealer's Den. Like elastic or nylon? I think maybe nylon? I'm not sure. But, yeah, the problem is my skin's very sensitive to that. And so we need something that's like a very gentle cloth. And sadly, we couldn't find anything for that either. So the two missions that I kind of had going into Anthrocon was find a good collar for myself and find a good purse for myself, and I came up empty-handed on both. It is what it is. I'm not devastated over it because I knew it wasn't going to be the easiest thing going into MFF and trying to get that. I think I just said Anthrocon. I did not mean to say Anthrocon.
I think you did, yeah.
Look, I live in Pittsburgh. Anthrocon happens like 10 minutes from my house if traffic is non-existent. But yeah. Okay, 1 second. I need to poke Lily. One second. Sorry about that. A friend was poking a friend. Okay. Yeah. So gotta hit the button to come back. Yeah. There was a lot that went on at MFF, but honestly, it was a lovely time. Anyway, posted the recap art. It was just wonderful getting to hang out. Something that was very cute, but also very sentimental Vera did was, yeah, as we said on stream, she took, because she wears a blue bandana, like her actual Sona wears. Just like I wear a gray hoodie. I wear my gray Zeldathon hoodie that has the word Abra on it regularly. Literally. It is right here, right behind me. I will turn on my camera. Like, you know, we actually wear the pieces of clothing that our Sonas wear. You know? Something that she did was she took off her blue bandana and wrapped it around Arti's full pics. And when it was very cute, and she was like, "You keep this. I have a ton at home." And I'm like, "Oh, adorable, you know that? She is, by the way. Vera is a very adorable fox. But yeah. It meant a lot, because we had a lot of moments like that. I got to trade sketchbooks with Tyr and Sass, and we got to do our little collab 5-way hug with Arti and Freya. We got to have all these lovely moments where things were like, for a moment, just private between us as friends, or we got to feel like we were part of a massive, full, thriving, wonderful community. It, honestly, I don't trade anything like that. Like, it ain't about the money it takes to get there, or the time it takes to drive there, or what. Those moments you get to have where you feel like you're truly part of a massive community where everyone loves everyone else. It's wonderful. And now here's Tank.
Stinky cat.
Thank you. Honestly, those massive furry conventions, they hit different. Like, local furry cons are great, but a massive furry convention, the big three, Anthrocon, Midwest Fur Fest, FWA, getting to be there and getting to see the scale at which the furry community is, it blows you back, and it's wonderful. If you ever get the chance to come to Pittsburgh during Anthrocon, watch the furry parade. If you ever get to go to MFF, definitely take the weekend to go to MFF. If you ever get to go to FWA, I still need to go to FWA. I am very excited to go to FWA. The only times I've been to FWA is specifically, like, when I went to the VR chat for the world. Come to A&E. Is A&E getting big? I should probably. It's not too huge. But, like, it was a lot more convenient to get food at FWA. That reminds me of, like, MagFest. MagFest is held at National Harbor, National Harbor, Maryland, which is a very interesting... I'm shifting brains right now. Hold up. For those of you who... Okay, so raise hands in chat. How many people here have been to MagFest? Music and Gaming Festival in National Harbor, Maryland? Okay. MagFest is held at this massive convention. Yes, it's called the Gaylord. You can get over yourself. But MagFest is held at this massive convention called the Gaylord. We are adults here. And if you've not been there, this whole area of National Harbor is all of these, like... About the gay lady. I mean, she's in this chat, Vera. It's you. The Gaylord, coming out of the main street, has all of these food shops and all of these restaurants, and, like, all of them are literally, like, under parking garages and hotels. So you can just walk down Main Street and get food and, like, enjoy the evening with friends. There's a CVS right here. So, like, you don't even have to, like... Come on, Google Maps. There we go. There's a CVS right here, so you don't have to go that far. Why the net? Oh, these are lights. When it's dark out, these become lights and they light up the street. Yeah, you can see the little light bulbs in there. But yeah, no, not only that, but you also get, like... this view of the harbor here. There's like this giant Ferris wheel. I wish there was a furry convention at National Harbor. All things considered, National Harbor would be crazy to have a furry convention at. MagFest down here is nuts, but like, it is an experience. Hey, Zito. Yeah, and they have like normal food here. So if you don't want to eat at like Bobby Flay's 30th restaurant, you could just go to Chipotle. They also have like a big Peeps store too, for some reason, if you really like Peeps. You know? But it's also like Maryland's. You get really good crab cake and seafood and stuff. Like, National Harbor is just a really cool place for conventions and gatherings and stuff like that. I have gone to the wrong side of the area. Like, all of these hotels, plus the main building itself is a hotel. This whole place goes, like, crazy during convention season. It is just a wonderful view, a wonderful time. Yeah. Definitely, if you're in DC, like, definitely try to time a visit to DC during MagFest. Music and Gaming Festival, I believe, is about 2 months out. I believe it's late January now. But, like, there's always, like, things happening down here. Go talk with Rhubarb for a bit. I have a really good story from MFF they vibe with. Aww. Yeah. I know another thing is, we're gonna quickly just turn this off real quick so I don't accidentally dox myself. I need to zoom out more. Because Street View is a butt. Get out of here, because I want to go to downtown Pittsburgh, because I really do love the city down there, too. Need to swing by and check out things, can't afford to stay. Glad you had fun. Oh, no, MFF was fantastic. It was an absolutely beautiful time with a bunch of wonderful friends, tons of shopping, and honestly, the hotel, the Hyatt Convention Center and whatnot there are just fantastic places all together. It's just a wonderful time. I have no idea where I am right now. I'm just, like, right now click-dragging in Google Maps to the northwest and hoping. Keystone Park and Pittsburgh Street, New Alexandria. Wait a minute, I know where we're at. Delma! I know where we're at! I found my house! Oh my god, I randomly clicked around and found my house. Hold up. This is great. Alright, we're here. We're here at Anthrocon. Hold up. Let's go back to the main view. Oh, no, that's me! The illusion's broken! There we go. So Anthrocon is held at this convention center here, the David Lawrence Convention Center. And during that time, what they do is they close off these streets down here. There's an escalator that comes down here, and this escalator goes to up mode. And basically, they close the street from here down into the city, over into, like, this open area in the middle of the street. And they have a parade that, like, the whole city, like, it feels like the whole city, because there's a lot of furries in the parade, but most of the people participating and watching the parade are just normal people that just want to watch the furries. And, like, the whole city comes out in support. It's this really wonderful time, and Pittsburgh being, like, the convention center being literally deep in the city rather than, like, separate. Uh-oh, rideshare. You know, allows for, you know, some interesting things. Like, there's this Jimmy John's here, but there was also a pizza place that I believe was not far from, the furry convention that had a sign out, like, one year that was like, sorry guys, we don't have enough money to run after this con. This will be our last time here. The furry community said, no, that's not happening. I think it's this Pizza Parma right here. This Pizza Parma right here was going to go under and was like, you know, hey guys, this is our last time we're going to be at the furry convention, but it was lovely serving you all. The furry community said no and came out in such heavy freaking support, they were able to keep their business running and are still going today. Like, no, the city loves the furry community and the furry community loves the city in Pittsburgh. It is such a wonderful and warm environment. Furries OP, they kind of go nuts. Like, when the furry community comes out in droves and support, like, they can do some really, really powerful and amazing things. It's just really freaking cool. And yeah, like, you get a whole bunch of wonderful stuff. I wonder if I can... July 2021. This would have been mid-COVID, so I don't know if Anthrocon would have been happening around here. But if I go to July 2019, there might be signage out for it. Yeah, this is right when they were doing all the construction here. Sometimes the signage stays out for a bit. Sometimes they put it away pretty quickly. Then again, this is like July, June, like, I don't know. The Google car comes by when it wants to. But yeah, no, it's just a beautiful town, beautiful place, tons of cool people. It just hits, you know? It's a good time overall. I do not know where FWA takes place, but I know there's some cool stuff there. And yeah, so I don't know why this bar here keeps freaking out. Whatever. Alright. The Murray Bros Caddy Shack. Oh yeah, the Murray Bros Caddy Shack was like a big meetup place during MFF, and I'm just like, why? The Eradicate Hate Summit. Huh. Also, this like atrium area has like been constantly under construction, and I don't know why. But the thing is, like, during the con, you get some real beautiful views from the waterfront here. You get like these beautiful views, the bridges, they light up in certain ways. So, like, all of these, like, this is a rail bridge here. This is a turnpike. This is a local transit road. Local transit. You've got the baseball games that look out over the river. Like, Pittsburgh's just a beautiful city. It's just also a bit of a hot mess because it's constantly surrounded by rivers and bridges. So she's a bit of a nightmare to navigate sometimes. But it's got some really cool things, and like there's some really, really neat things that happen here. So, you know. Definitely if you're a furry and you're interested in checking out Anthrocon, there's definitely neat content here, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, you get some really cool views. I know a bunch of the furries go to any local games that are happening at the weekend too, at the baseball field. And actually, like, this baseball field, there is pretty much no bad view if you get a ticket here. Because you get to look out on the entirety of the city. Like, I know I'm not a big sports girl. Maybe I like a little bit of hockey. But, like, being able to, like, watch a baseball game and also see the city at sundown, like, reflecting against, like, the colors of the sky... It's pretty banging. There's some neat stuff there. Also, if anybody ever goes to, like, Pittsburgh, and I'm telling you this as not a native, but as somebody who's lived here long enough. The one place that you want to go is up here. Specifically, this place right here. You need to go to the Oakmont Bakery. Because if you like sweets, you will die. A good death. Let me in. There we go. The Oakmont Bakery is a lot of fresh-made goods and treats, and it is dangerous. They have tons of cakes, and even it like is a dangerous location for many people. Yeah. Should I call the coroner now? A few of you might need to, yeah. I can't, like, get into the bakery, though. Like, it keeps locking me here because it's weird. I personally have photos of this bakery.
Let me in!
Let me in!
Let me in!
Hold up, I can get to my actual photos, because... Yeah, hold up. Google photos, because I've taken photos of this place before, because I've needed to take photos of this place before, because I need to show people this place, because it's important they know what this place is. There we go. There aren't a lot of photos that are properly geotagged, but, like, it's just tons of goods and sweets. And just dangerous confectionaries. Like, all of the cakes that they have these little, like, bite-sized samplers. But they also have, like, tons of, like strawberry stuff. Oh my god. Like, just logs of food. It's just dangerous. Yeah, now there's cupcakes and donuts and donuts and donuts and donuts. Why am I torturing you to get you to come back? Look at this. This is, like, a little bit outside Pittsburgh, but, like, you go here with friends or, like, somebody knows how to drive, and it's, like, a local, just be like, hey, look, I've got, like, nothing to do for 3 hours on Saturday. We're going to this magical place called Oakmont, and, you're getting treats. They also have breads and stuff here, too, as well. Like, it's just... It is my, like, go-to place if you're visiting Pittsburgh. Yeah. But coming to visit you, I may never return. Honestly, I would be more than happy to take friends to, like, the Pittsburgh sites. Okay, a part of me has... Okay, so I need to do two things here, because I'm going to talk about AbraCon real quick. For those of you who don't know what AbraCon is, it's an event that runs alongside AnthraCon and is at my house. Basically, we have, like, a little mini party hangout at my house because I'm, like, 20 minutes outside of the city. But a part of me, ever since I did the Pokemon charity marathons, has always enjoyed just, like, getting, like, a bunch of friends together and hanging out in, like, a town. In, like, an organized, somewhat sense, where it's like, hey, we're picking a weekend, this is where everyone's staying, like, we're just gonna be together and we're gonna enjoy it together, you know? And, like, Oakmont feels like a dangerous place for something like that, you know? Is basically, like, instead of it just being like, oh, hey, this is alongside a furry convention or some crap like that, no, it's just, hey, we're picking, like, a weekend in March or something like that and just having a time there. And honestly, there's an appeal to that. It's weird, but it sounds like a fun time. Because just get to hang out with friends and explore the city. We can go to the aviary, or we can go to one of the many museums, or the zoo, or the botanical garden, or the incline, or the overlook, or the fort, or, you know, like... Yeah, we're basically going on a vacation, except it's in my backyard, so I'm not going all that far. Because I know the area. There's a whole bunch of other things to do as well that I haven't even figured out. We could go to that hot pot place. Oh my god, Korean barbecue, if you've never had Korean barbecue.
It's so fucking dangerous.
It's like $40, $50 a head, but Jesus Christ. Only you go there at like 2 o'clock when there's nobody there. They give you 2 hours and say, get as much meat as you can, and you get a hot pot or you get a hot plate, and you just start going, and you don't stop. Oh. the bulgogi, the steak, the chicken, the meat. Oh. If you think Oakmont will kill you, Korean barbecue will send your ghost to Treasure Town, baby. Oh. I unmute stream and all I get is the meat. We're talking about Korean barbecue. But yeah. No, I could fill a week of fun things to do with friends while they're here. Why? Why? But also, like, having the opportunity to, like, oh, hey, well, we're all just gonna come over to my house and fucking hang out and play Smash Bros. And Rock Band and get, like, snugly on, like, the 17 couches we've got. Wah! Also sounds like a goddamn good time, too, you know? But, I don't know, something like that would have to be a proper organized thing for when I have money to spend on something like that. Ugh. Also to rent out like a van to carry everybody in. Are you guys freaking good? I don't think they're good.
They'll never be good, hon.
No. I don't think they'll ever be good. Anyway.
That's what I said.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Wait, why was I not getting pet?
Eh.
No, Lola, pet me. I need to be pet. It's important. Why? Could not identify stream hotkey. What the hell you mean? Could not identify stream hotkey. It says button executed. What the hell you mean button executed? No hotkeys could not authentic. What the hell do you mean could not authenticate? Hello? Oh my god, it lost my Sammy keys, that's why.
Damn you, Sammy Keys.
Wait, I got full pixed too? Yeah, no, my Sammy stuff got screwed up. Hold up. My tokens got revoked. My tokens got revoked and... It says button executed, but it's not executing the button. What the hell? Ah! I pixed a long time ago? Did it not go through? What in the hell? Because all of this should have been, like, done through the... Oh... Wait, what? Twitch hotkey triggers. Yeah, no, wait, hold up. My hotkeys, are they not hot? At the what in the hell? Okay. Weird. Had to like overwrite the pets. Okay, and then Snowpix. It says it executed it. Why are you not making me a Snowpix? How dare you?
How dare!
What? I'm gonna manually pix myself. You're currently in a collab. Yeah, I don't care. Ah! There you go, you get me for, I guess, the rest of stream, I guess. There. No, what? Reloaded back in, what? Okay. No! Stop hitting me with your orbs! Wait, what is Snowpix's like? Oh my god. Wait, the hitbox is pretty accurate on this woman. Wait! I realized something! I can't be this model because there's no designated miss. Stop shooting me!
Yeah?
Artie, your girlfriend turned into a Vulpix. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's a thing.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
It's a thing I can draw later. Anyway, that's gonna be it for us. Thank you all for coming out and watching. It's always awesome streaming for you all. Let's go find a friend to raid. Who's live? Ba-ba-ba. I know Sass is currently talking about MFF and all the stories that they had there. Probably same with ours, which they might be in a collab together right now, maybe. No, they're just...
Very possibly.
No, they're just in separate calls talking about it while doing fights. Oh. They're doing Heidelin EX. Okay. That's cute. Alright, we'll go give Sass a raid, because she's probably telling stories and stuff, too, of MFF. But thank you all for coming out and watching. It is always awesome streaming for you all. I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, y'all stay cool, y'all stay wonderful, and I'll probably be live tomorrow for what is possibly the last raid night of the tier. So, see you guys next time, loves.
It's y'all later.
Look, kiss this Lucario. Kiss this Lucario to my side. Give him all the smooches. Give him all of the smooches. Cuddle him affectionately, and maybe not so affectionately. You know what to do. You know what to do with him. Anyway, later.
I'm just here.
Kiss him. Hold him down. Pin him. I'll grab his legs. Bye.